Today we're going to do trains again. We're going to do a 91 Lego train set Metroliner, the alternative build. This video will be in 3 parts probably. Today we will just focus only on the locomotive. Then we need this special piece. This weird, I don't know, it's a sideward display. Oh, no, first I'm skipping a step. Also interesting. Kind of grill what we're building here. And then we have this very typically fronts. And those are just the top parts. That piece was also missing. Now we still have a 2x, there it is. Hello, this is Timo and this is another video of my project where I'm talking and building my old Lego. Today we're going to do trains again. And we're going to do a quite special set. A quite famous set. It's a 91 Lego train set 4558, the so-called Metroliner. But we're not going to do the A model today. We're going first to do the alternative build displayed here. Yes, and like with most alternative builds, I was not building them before, so it's a really surprise also for me now. How this design is of this alternative build. And yeah, we start here right in the middle. They don't have like displayed here again the alternative build. Just only one of the sections, the locomotive, I think it is. This video will be in 3 parts probably. It's a quite big set. I think it's one of the biggest sets I have. And yeah, today we will just focus only on the locomotive. Yeah, let's start and let's see what we encounter. Yes, as I said, a lot of bricks, big set. And it's a bit, not a lot of space here. And there's immediately some issue I want to counter is that, well, this is the 9-volt, one of the 9-volt cables. I have 9-volt Lego train cables. And as you can see, it's quite gone, this cable. It's quite damaged. I mentioned before there are some bricks sometimes that are missing or broken, and then I just order new parts of new versions of them. And in this case, I just forgot, and I really just want to make this do this build now. So this cable is only dedicated to the front lights of the locomotive. So yeah, let's just see how much it's affecting the functionality. In the worst case, I can just plug it off when we want to make a run with the train. And yeah, it's also like, it's crazy. And there's something wrong with this plastic. Maybe I kept it in the wrong climate or something. It's only happening to the long cables that the plastic is just totally disappearing around the metal of the cable. So yeah. And it's immediately the first step in this build. We have to deal with this cable, and I hope very soon it will also be packed inside, because it looks also quite a bit ugly right now. And yes, and maybe there will be a point where there will be less bricks on the table, because this is a bit like, let's say, almost passing a bit the maximum of what's acceptable. And I have to see a bit how I do this with this cable. Yeah, I mean, there's two wires, 2 metal wires. They should not touch each other, right? Otherwise, there's like how you call it, from, let's say. And it's really a lot of pieces. I didn't check how much pieces are in this set, but oh, that's the wrong one. This is the 3 one. I need a 4-piece one. Yeah, so especially beginning, I will have to search a bit around for my parts that I need. But as we already know with previous builds, then at some point it will just be getting better with finding the pieces that I'm looking for. Yeah. So and again, it's a bit sorted. So this is the part where there are more smaller pieces, like the 1x1 plates and etc. And the very strange ones that are only once in the set. So then I kind of easily can find them back again, hopefully. And yes, this cable is a mess. It's just all the time, every time when I touch it, it's just dropping these pieces of plastic. This is not a good thing. I really don't understand how this is possible. I mean, it's 30 years old. It's like, no, it's like almost 35 years old, this set. I purchased it actually quite closely after it was released. So now I have to find a 1x2 piece. The beginning will be tough to find the right pieces, but at some point I guess it will get easier. And sure. Like these tiny antenna pieces, they are like also on the left down side of this pile of bricks. So it's kind of, everything has its place a bit. And the more bigger pieces I take out of the pile, the more it's improving. And so I need 4 of this 1x1. And it's all the time also a bit checking if it's not getting too much out of the canvas of the camera on top. God, is that ugly? Yeah. And yeah, so it's a 3-part video, probably, yeah. And that's just a thing, like, okay, I'm shooting these entire videos in one event, let's say. For you, it's 3 separated events, but for me, it's one event. I shoot them just in a row, like I'm just building the complete set. And especially with this bigger set, that's quite a thing, because that's like basically for this set probably 1.5 hour of filming. And then always the cards are getting full and everything. So that's quite a challenge. Yeah. But of course, it's more efficient to shoot everything in one time than to do that later another day. Yeah, the start is tough. The start, finding the right part. I'm just searching, and then when I'm finished with this step, I'm reorganizing the pile again, that it looks also decent for the top shot camera. I'm not all the time going to check out. So right now I'm looking for a 1x2 piece, and it's probably the last one in this set. Do I also need the 1x6 ones? I need also, yeah, perfect. I already have them in my hand. Oh, this is wrong. Those are going here. That's a thing. Find that last piece. There it is. There it is. I need always to keep trust in myself. I'm always checking beforehand if all the pieces are there. that I'm not surprised during the shooting of the video that that something is missing. And actually I didn't need those. Okay, crazy. Those are actually two reverse slopes. So okay. And I'm really looking forward to the moment when I get rid of this super ugly wire. There I need another. There I need there was a 1x2 plate on it. Just hitchhiking there. And so then I need 4 1x3 blue plates. And they are a bit hidden, of course. I mean, the good thing is that they are blue. Searching for black things in this pile of bricks is a more tougher challenge. All right. And then I need to, with these alternative builds, you always have to be careful that I now assume that I need 4 of this 1x4 blue plates, but that's not always the case, because in alternative builds, like we always saw in previous videos, in alternative builds there will be like sometimes, and now it's getting really tough to find a 1x2 blue plate. There's one. Now I lost what I was saying. So there it is. You see? You just need to have patience and then I will find it. Alright. It's all the same. Then we go to the next step. I saw we need this one. I saw we need this one. Oops. Yes, and I'm thinking about, okay, how can I arrange this? Because I have to do basically this set again with the A model, but how I can make it possible that it's a bit better, you know, with the bricks, that I can easily find them, that I don't need to search so much in this huge pile. But it's just a bit difficult. I will need a different kind of lens. I mean, I'm using another lens for, you know, will be in the end again, that I'm laying the track and run the trains. I mean, as a key, when I do that, I actually use a different lens, but that lens is not, let's say, it's not creating the best images. So like a kit lens of that camera, a quite old one. I mean, for running the train for that little moment, it's fine. But for the entire video, that's my perfectionism again. Now you have this weird solution that they put just this grilled pieces there. Well, this wire is just dropping all the time more and more plastic, which is super annoying. Yes, and definitely if I do the A model, if I do the real Metroliner, I will definitely, before I do that, I will definitely not forget to order that cable in a better state, in better shape. Now I have to focus a bit. All right. So there's everything done. Then we're going to the seats. We need 2 seats. One there and one there. And then we have this 1x2 red plates. You see there it's also not symmetric anymore. There's a 1x2. There's a 1x2. And then the other one is a 1x3 on the opposite side. So there you always see that they needed to find solutions because they didn't have enough bricks with what they wanted to do, and because it's alternative build. So then they basically do these solutions. Probably it will be followed up with a 1x1. Oh no, they do another thing. Okay, yeah, that's what will be found out with the other alternative build, right? Then we need this special piece. There it is. This weird, I don't know where it was introduced first. Mostly it's in the Lego space, but in the 9-foot Lego trains, it was always used to represent a kind of engine. And then, okay, like this. I even have a note on the camera. Water, it's saying. I always tend to forget to drink a bit, that my voice is still clear and sharp while shooting those videos. Right, all right. Oh, then I need this special slope. Oh, I already found it. And because there's only one clearly in this set, the other side of the locomotive, the other steering position has just a non-printed version. Yeah. And that's the thing with these alternative builds, of course. They have to find a bit solutions. There they are. Again, I was thinking it's not here, but they are perfectly all included in this pile. These tiles, printed tiles, and there's one. Oh no, I need to have a corner piece, and that's how they solve this missing piece. It's a sideward display. In a second I will show you. A sideward display, very interesting in trains. Those displays here, 1x2 printed tiles, and it's just a display of the driver, for the driver, and there's again a lot of plastic. It's for the driver, sidewards display. And then there's another one. Oh no, first I'm skipping a step, because there is still something that I almost oversaw. Also interesting. All kind of ways to represent the engine. Just putting a bit strange pieces together. Feels like that makes it look a bit odd. And then the other round tool is there. So, all right, looks good. Then we have to do this twice. Maybe I can move it shortly there. This we have to do twice. One by kind of grill, what we're building here, a brick built grill, like where the engine, I said it, gets its oxygen, I said it, like where the air can flow inside, so that probably the engine of the locomotive will not get overheated. All right, and then one more row. It's a bit odd, also odd. There's always a bit with alternative builds. It's always a bit of a surprise. what I are giving you for solutions for things. There's another 1x6. There's another 1x6. Those are the pieces that I was looking for. And they are just going, okay. Strange. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah. And then we have this very typically fronts of the Metroliner. And I think those pieces were also used later in other sets in different colors. But I think everyone that is seeing those pieces will immediately identify them with the Metroliner. And of course, they are combined with the top pieces that they will follow later. And then, yes, it is a bit the thing. Oh, now I forgot here something. Okay. Yeah, now the thing is I have to check that it's not interfering with each other, these cables. Okay, this works perfectly. I all the time have to check with this camera that it's acceptable, the frame. All right. Then we need these 1x2 plates, tiles. I already saw one, and then I just threw it, I think, back somewhere in the pile. And I'm not sure if I threw it again in the same position. And again, some plastic. That is like a ridiculous, this cable. Yes, now the question is, where did I throw back this tile? And I'm just leaving it out now because I'm afraid that I threw it somewhere here. Yes, this is something I can just do later still, fortunately. Then we have to build the train driver. That's always a thing in this alternative builds, that the minifigures... Oh, does it have a black pants? It has a black pants, oh my god. That's always a thing with these minifigures. When you start the A model, then it's always the first step, you know, making all the minifigures, and that's actually nice. I mean, only have them put together, you know. But yeah, it's just how it is. In alternative builds, they just follow later in a later step. Yeah, the cables are a bit. Those ugly cables are a bit passing the train driver, and he has these high voltage cables just beside him. Yeah, it's just how it is, right? I made them a bit loose, so I'm afraid that otherwise this not isolated wires are just getting in contact, and then just like upside. Yes, and those are this top parts of this the pieces I was showing before, and then you have to get this side, this window inside, and then you have it complete, and then and that's what you need 2 times. There it is, the other one. Okay. And then, yeah, you have already the entire front, and that's always, of course, a question. Should you do that brick build, right? Do you need to build the front brick build, or can you just develop pieces for that? And yeah, that's always some thing worth it to debate about. So now we are having to we have to put a lot of grilled pieces together. So 4 of them, 2, and they were introduced in 91, I believe. There were a lot of sets. There were a lot of sets in 91 that suddenly were using those pieces. So, and this is a locomotive. In the A models of Metroliner, those pieces are just the fronts of both ends of the train. But here we're just basically building an there's a strange thing going on. Okay, I think this is wrong. This should be 1 step to the front, this piece, because now I have to, of course, is this, okay, I just do it like this. This piece doesn't want to move, but as I understand now, it has to be positioned 1 stud to the front, because now we are going to cover it with a 2 by 6 plate. All right, but it's a bit odd. Yeah, that's always the thing with this alternative builds, of course. It's not always very easy to find the logic. And again, I'm removing some plastic from my table, some plastic pieces. Of this cable. All this plastic is slowly dissolving, detaching from this cable. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand this. Why this is happening? Why this is only happening with the longer cables and the shorter cables don't have this issue? So that's a big question. But we're getting somewhere. We are now finishing this cabin here, this locomotive. There it is. And and then we are closing this one with first a row of tiles. There's the other 1x4. And then we need another one. There it is. And that's always like estimating. Like I'm sorting them on size. And then I'm always estimating a bit. And they even leave a bit stripes if you squeeze them. It's crazy. Yeah, that's just how it is, right? This is the front. Every move is just like falling apart this cable. Then I need a 1 by. Is this the one? Yes, this is the one. A 1 by a 2 by 10 plate. And then that's always a bit the same procedure. Then you're basically making a dummy motor, because the other side has the other side has a real motor, and then the other side of the locomotive or the other side of the train gets a dummy version of that. And now I'm searching again for a specific piece. I need 2 more 2 by 3. There's one. So I'm getting closer. And if they are a bit hidden, they are quite similar to 2 by 4 plates. Yeah. And then there's always a question like how long, and continue to search for it. But sometimes it's just no option, because it's just going to integrate it in the build, you know. Then you cannot just, like this 1 by 2 plate, I can just easily edit later. But now it's like getting a bit dramatic here with finding that particular piece. So let's just see how far we get without having it right now. It's a bit like finding in-between solutions. Yeah. And in the worst case, I just kind of try to build around it. And my experience is we had this issue before, so I think, yeah, I just skip it now. I don't want to spend too much time now on finding out where that piece is. And there's always the experience that on some point it's just showing up. Ah yeah, now we have this minifigure heads, this black minifigure heads, which are also always part of this thing of making this dummy motor, this bogie. Yeah. And then there's another piece that we is somewhere hidden in this pile. 1 by 6, okay. And now I have to do it a bit smart, because now we are missing this piece. So I think I will do it the other way around. I will do it there, because there we really need it for the construction, as I can believe. There's the 3001 piece, the famous classical Lego brick. It's always showing up again at some point in every modern Lego set, let's say. Modern, 30 years old. So then we need this plate, this bogie plate. Oh, there's something missing here. There's a 2 by 2. Yes, and then I still didn't see it. Take one last look. I still didn't see that 2 by 3 plate. But I did it like this now, that it's not that difficult actually to put it still there if I find it. And the magnets, there's an entire row of magnets. I need one of that. Okay, and this is just placed temporary here because I don't know what to do with the bogie. But they keep you in full surprise about what will happen with that bogie, where it will be used, for what it will be used. Now I need a classical, I don't know if it's classical actually, a 2x6 there it is. I was already thinking it must be more up there, where the bigger parts are. And I first need this one, this piece, and then they are coming after. Okay. I often tend to skip a couple of steps, and then I find out that there's actually some things that I missed, and that's actually fine. But for example, with Lego Technic, we should be very careful with doing that, because you end up having to take down a lot of, go back a lot of steps, take down a lot of bricks to, yeah. Oh, now I have to be careful. And I don't know why this is so long now, this cable. Maybe I still used the wrong part, the wrong... That is a bit weird. I think they actually want to... You have to... I don't know. So this cable is just way too long. And they want you to... Oh my god. And every time when I just slightly touch this cable, it's just releasing. I mean, look at this, it's just crazy. But this is just the problem right now. I don't have another solution. And now it's just basically releasing, but I don't know, it also seems to be the wrong cable because it's a bit too long right now. But it's just a mess now. It's just releasing all these plastic parts. I don't know. But it must be also the wrong cable because it's quite long. But I also remember that sometimes they want you actually to kind of fold it inside. You have to kind of roll it a bit inside this. But that's with a cable with this shape, you know. That's just like impossible. A cable in this condition. I don't know how to do this. This will for sure not work. This will for sure get totally... I'm sorry, I have to do it a bit in camera. That's very difficult if I have to deal with an issue like this. So, I have no idea. Look at this table, just like crazy. There's one task I have to do for sure after this build is just cleaning this entire floor here, down here, because it's just everywhere, this stuff. So it's getting a bit messy here, also because of that. Yeah, I don't know what to do it. Just put it like this, and then we have this we have this motor pieces, and that part is not so difficult because it's just a matter of putting those interesting pieces. I think I already showed it in the Lego crocodile build, or the alternative build. It was the first one. I can make it pop up there. That's maybe also an interesting video to watch. Those pieces, they are, also typically for the 9-volt era, Lego Trains 9-volt era. And they are just finishing, giving a nice touch to this motor block. Then we need another magnet and another coupler. So, yes, and then it's what I always was expecting. We have to just put them all together. And then you have to, yeah, this is also what I remember. Just to stick it out, right? Yes, I think so. And this cable is just way too long. I don't know how to do this, and it's just totally, the plastic of this cable is just totally disappearing. I just stick it backwards in the other side, because I think the purpose now of this video is to build this train. It's definitely also too long, this cable, so there's two things I have to figure out after this build. Yeah, how this works with this this cable. Okay, so, but at least I think we are finished now with dealing with this cable. I think it will stop now, hopefully dropping off. It's very annoying, it's even here, it's everywhere on my table. It's crazy. No, it's continuing dropping its pieces of, I think it's also the wrong cable. It's too long and it's just totally destroyed. Let's just put it aside, because we're going to put together here the roof with also another part, which is also part of those front pieces actually. And this is the roof. The roof part, it also belongs to it. And so and then we need this 4 by, how much is it? 4 by 10. No, it's not a 4 by 10. There must be also a 4 by 8. This one. Because it didn't fit. And then it's easy to figure out what's going on. And then we turning it. We need a 1 by 2. We need another 1 by 2. We need another 1 by 2. We need another 1 by 2. And then they are doing it everything with Y. Okay. And you basically have to fill up everything with 2 by 4 plates. And then one of those plates is gray. So that's just really, again, this typically situation what you have with alternative builds, that they just fill it up with the bricks they have to make it complete. Another 2 by 4. There it is. All right. That's odd. This 2 by 10, I think. I missed it here. That's a bit stupid. And to get it out is not that difficult, not that easy. Well, one thing for sure, I know that roof will be totally stable, because if it's getting out so difficult, Jesus. I forgot, it was very difficult to see. That's also a thing with this older Lego instructions, is that, and it is like a, yes, this is a 2x10. There's one. Now I have to focus a bit. So this one is going here. I'm not building it anymore the way they ask you to do it in the construction, in the instructions. It's a bit putting it together on my own way, because I forgot about this this 2x10 plates, which I just totally oversaw. So then this piece is there. This is yeah, not how I should put this set together. This alternative build. This is a way my version of it. Yes, and now it's correct, because now I was thinking, okay, where do we have to put this jumper plates? Because there was just no space anymore for it. But I mean, there was no this 2x10 plate was missing inside, and yeah, this oh, here it is. I just wanted to mention it again. This is the piece. Now, of course, this is not possible that way. Can I just not do it like this? It's not allowing me to. Yeah, perfect, it's working. That piece was also missing. Now we still have a 2x, there it is. I'm just mentioning it, and I just see it in a glimpse of my eye, just like so easy. I don't know where that piece was before, but now we have it. So now everything is complete except for the cable. This is just totally breaking apart, totally dissolving. Very annoying, very annoying. I don't know, it's 30 years old, but I guess it is still not the way it was designed. There's also still a grill piece missing. But I just go for the pantograph already. This grill piece will be showing up at some point. Yeah, this is just a bit the thing with this big pile of bricks, with this big set. It's getting a bit too much, and I still have to find a solution. There's also a minifigure head just rolling away now. Great. I have to find a way how to do this better. Maybe there are still more sets coming. More sets coming with this issue of having just a lot of pieces. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's also the thing. Sometimes getting a bit clumsy. There are the grill pieces. We have the locomotive complete. And one is up, one is down. Oh, no, we're not complete. We still have to put some tiles. Tiles. we have to find those pieces. There's another one. We have to find those pieces in this big montagne of, there's another one, great. Sometimes it also feels like the pieces are just showing up, like someone is deciding that and not making it too difficult for me. Right, antenna. We need one antenna. There's it. This deer antenna, which was used in the locomotive as a joystick, like I said. And in this case, on the roof, it's an antenna again. I'm not sure if I squeeze now this cable in between. Yeah, that's the case. I mean, the cable is already anyway up, you know, a lot. So if it's not getting squeezed also. Come on, please. Annoying cable. I should not have built it with a cable inside, I think. That was not a good thing of me. But of course, that's maybe a good thing, just because then with the real, you know, the A model, the alternative, the A model, the Metroliner, then at least I will not have this problem anymore. And that's also the nice thing, of course, about this alternative builds. Then there we go to the next step, to the next section, wagon. I can already move it to that page. Yes, with these alternative builds, by doing those builds, those videos, then I can see these things like, okay, too much bricks on the table. I have to find something about this solution. But also a totally broken, too long cable. So this will be solved when we do the A model. A bit a longer video. This is the first part of this build. We have the locomotive finished. In the next video we will do probably the 2 wagons that are in this alternative build. And then in the last part, platform and making it run on the tracks that I have here already. Yeah, I think this is a bit a longer video for only the first part. So, a lot to come still. I hope still you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel, that's very important. You can leave a comment in the comment section. I always appreciate that. And I wish you a wonderful day. Goodbye.